Hey y'all, this here's Penbar18. Today I'm playing a little bit more Would You Rather. Alright, let's go. So, to start it all off, would you rather have nipples that constantly change colors like a disco light, or have nipples that look like diamonds? This is just what the fuck. Okay. Let's go pros and cons. Constantly change colors like disco lights, it's a novelty. They'll never be the same. If they look like diamonds, can I chip them off and sell them as diamonds? I don't know. This isn't as interesting as I thought it might be. It's weird as fuck. I think I'd like them to be like a disco light. See, it just says they look like diamonds, which just means they're gonna look like a fucking stone. Or maybe if they are a diamond, you can like cut something with your nipples, which would be cool. But a disco light would be really cool. You could take off your shirt and just be like, woo! That'd be fun. Would you rather eat a 4-inch circumference venomous spider or eat an equally venomous wasp? Okay, so I guess this is, I mean, how, you're talking venomous, but how venomous? Because, some spiders, kind of like the brown recluse or something, are, which can actually, like, kill your skin cells and stuff, are a lot more venomous than, the common spider. I mean, I imagine a lot of spiders are actually somewhat venomous. Just, it doesn't actually, really hurt humans if they bite you. Like a daddy longlegs, I think they're actually really, really venomous, but it doesn't affect a human. And so an equally venomous wasp didn't really say how they are, but I mean, I think people eat both of those. It doesn't say it's uncooked. And I mean, I feel like venom will get cooked away, or you can cut out the venom sacs. I'm not sure if wasps really have venom sacs and stuff, but I know spiders probably do. So if we cut out the venom sac and cook it, it'll be weird, but I wouldn't mind eating that. Oh, really? Most people go with a wasp. Interesting. Okay. Would you rather drive a smart car or drive a Lamborghini and fill it up 4 times a week? Okay, smart cars get good gas mileage. I get that. But, I mean, if you're driving a Lambo, who gives a fuck? You got so much money, who cares if you gotta fill that fucker up 4 times a week? You got a fucking Lambo. You're loaded. Easy. Really, it's actually that close? That's strange. Alright. Would you rather be the parent of Adolf Hitler or be the parent of Osama bin Laden? This is actually going to be a very easy question for me. Because, I mean, who are the parents of Adolf Hitler? You ever fucking hear of him? I think maybe you can find his mom's name, but who the fuck's his dad and stuff like that, and they were just poor little common folk. And see, the parent of Osama bin Laden, the bin Laden family is a fucking loaded family in the Middle East. They got a lot of fucking money. Osama bin Laden was like the 63rd son of a fucking billionaire. And when his dad died, he inherited millions of dollars. He was just a fucking radical fuck job. But he was never broke. That motherfucker was loaded. And being his parent, that means I'd be a billionaire. Fuck yeah. I mean, most of the bin Ladens, I mean, the guy had 60-something kids. And I mean, only one of them is a straight radical was because he's dead now. Only one of them turned into a straight radical fuck job. I'd say that's pretty good. And you're billionaires. That's always good. Hmm. If you had superpowers from an unknown origin, would you rather allow the government to experiment on you? Yeah, yeah. Or not allow the government to experiment on you? That's really easy. What? Yeah, 84%. Why the fuck would you let them experiment on you? The government sucks. They would fuck it up. They'd kill you. And they'd cut you to pieces even if you didn't survive. So, I mean, why would you fuck would you want them to do that? Fuck the government, really. Would you rather have stinky feet or have long fingernails? What the fuck kind of question is this? Where's some good, thoughtful shit? I'd rather have long fingernails. Because, I mean, stinky feet, maybe you can get something to fix that, but with a long fucking fingernail, you just cut the son of a bitch and it's done. Then there's literally there's no downside to taking this one, because I fucking trimmed my fingernails 20 minutes ago. It's easy. You get your clippers and you're good. That's fucking stupid of a question. Fuck you. Who made this? M Hutch 111. Fuck you. Your question's stupid. Oh, here's more interesting. If you were lost in space, would you rather run into a full-grown alien from Alien or run into Predator? You know, The aliens from Aliens are just kind of feral creatures that go to kill. Outside of maybe the queen, they don't really think a lot. So they're just gonna try and kill you, and they're gonna try to get their fucking vagina face huggers all wrapped up on you and inject you. And geez, if you don't know, that entire Alien movie is all about rape. It really is. I mean, it may sound bad. And you may think, no, you're nuts for thinking that. Like, look into this stuff. There's so many phallic, and I know phallic is the term for penis-like thing, penile shaped things. I don't know what the term for vaginal type thing is, but there's so many penis and vagina reference things, and rape and all that. It's nuts. Really, look at that. It's crazy. But okay, but still, they're just gonna come at you. A predator, if you watch the movies, the predators respect like people's skill and survival. So if you can fight him and kill him, you'll survive, and the other predators will let you go and stuff like that. So I'd rather take on predator. So yeah, would you rather fight a crocodile with a bow or fight an elephant with a shotgun? Neither of these really sound like great options. I mean, it might be fun and it'd be funny to watch somebody fail doing that, but okay, let's start with the elephant. Elephants are really actually pretty smart. And a shotgun, I mean, there's a reason they have things called elephant guns with giant ass fucking bullets. Oh, the old shotty's just not going to be enough. You can pump a bunch of 12 gauges, some good 12 gauge, 8 shot, whatever fucking shot you want to use, some duck shot, I don't know. Shoot a whole fucking slug into it. You're probably, unless you get lucky, not going to put down the elephant. You're going to need something a lot stronger. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure you can, and a really skilled hunter could. But, okay. And then fight a crocodile with a bow. Now, I'm assuming we mean not a crossbow. And it doesn't necessarily say whether it's, the whole compound bow and stuff, so we'll go ahead and assume it is. And now, see, the thing is, with that, you could go Rambo on this. You could get one of those little bows with the explosive tips and and you win. I mean, you want to avoid crocodiles. Them are fucking massive fuckers. There's one still alive in the Nile that's been killing people for over 100 years. Like, I'm not even joking. That's fucking nuts. But if I got explosives on the end of a bow, I mean, even if I don't, if I can just sit in the top of a big boat and shoot, where it can't get me and shoot shit at it all day, that's fine. I mean, I don't know if crocodiles aren't as intelligent as elephants, so I'll take the crocodile. Really? People, do y'all not, 62% of people, do you not, like, ever hear about elephant rampages in India? I've read about them, and they kill people. Elephants are killers, a lot more than crocodiles. Would you rather be 4 foot tall or be 10 foot tall? This is, I mean, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to pick, I'd rather be 4 feet tall. Because though the world is made for people that, at least the Western world, is made for people that are 5 foot to 6.5, 7 foot tall, roughly. It's about 2 foot thing that everything's generally made for. I mean, because that's what the vast majority of everybody is. And yeah, we got short folks. I don't know what the correct current term. I don't really keep up on politically correct terms. Dwarf, midget, short person. Folks that are short. We'll go with that. I feel like anybody who is probably cool with just short folks or something like that. I'd be cool with that if I was them. Everything else seems like it'd be dick move, but short folks. So, I mean, if you're just short, yeah, the world's a little big for you. Everything, is made for somebody taller or something like that. But it's really, other than, maybe you can't reach something, is it really that hard to deal with it? I mean, there are people, even if you're buying children's or smaller clothes, you can still buy clothes and stuff. If you're 10 foot tall, you're a freak of nature. I'm not even sure anybody's actually been 10 foot tall. I've been to Ripley's, believe it or not. They have some kind of thing that stands up as tallest person. I don't remember how tall he was. I'm thinking like 8.5 feet tall, maybe, or 9 feet, not 10. So you'd be like one of the tallest people ever to live. And the world is just not made for you. They're made for people half your height. So, I mean, any clothing you wear would have to be custom made and expensive. You couldn't drive a vehicle or really sit in a vehicle because you'd just be cramped in. Your life would suck to be 10 foot tall. You'd be a freak. If you were 4 foot tall, 200 years ago you might be a freak, but nowadays you're just, a shorter person. And I mean, yeah, it sucks to be a little inconvenience things, but it's a lot more inconvenient than fucking 10 foot tall. So I'm gonna go with I'd rather be 4 foot tall. Really, more people would rather be giants. Y'all don't fucking think things through like I do. Huh. Would you rather have everything you touch turn to dust, or have everything you touch turn to gold? So, we have King Midas over here, and turning to dust. I can't really think of any mythological thing that does that, but I'm not up to date on every frickin' mythology there is. But the shitty Ghost Rider sequel, the Spirit of Vengeance one, the one guy there, he's able to make things decay, and they eventually would turn into dust. So we'll say him. So it'll be King Midas or shitty Ghost Rider guy. That's what we're going to go with. They call this one King Midas or the Devil. I've never heard of the devil touching anything, turning it to dust all the time. Whatever. So, which one? I mean, neither. I mean, we learned. I mean, you clearly want to click this one right away. Because gold. Gold's so awesome, all that. But I mean, if you know who King Midas is, you know why that sucks. Well, you really probably wouldn't enjoy that too much. But I mean, the alternative is everything turns to dust. And that just really sucks. So, I mean, you can't do much with dust. I mean, I guess you could take it and get the carbon out of it and crush it into diamonds or something. But that takes a lot of effort. I mean, if you can turn everything you touch turn into gold, I mean, you're not going to be able to eat and you're going to be miserable and probably die and stuff. But hey, you can turn stuff to gold. And I mean, you could help out other folks, your family. Make your family rich even if, you die from starvation unless you can somehow eat the gold, and then it really wouldn't be too bad. I mean, I don't know. So I'd probably go with that, and shit, most people would. There's really no benefit to going the other direction. Both are going to blow, so why not get some shiny shit in the process? Would you rather skydive or bungee jump? Well, I mean, I kind of want to do both of these things. I love adrenaline. I like to think of myself as an adrenaline junkie. I'd love to do both of these. And I've heard you should not do skydiving really, really early and stuff, because after you do that, apparently it's such a big rush. Everything else just kind of sucks. So, I mean, you'd want to do bungee jumping first, I suppose, out of these two, or I would anyway. But I'd definitely go skydiving, and most people agree with me. That would just be so much fun. I want to skydive. That would be amazing. What the fuck kind of question is this? Would you rather have your stomach pulled out of your mouth or have your brain pulled out of your eye socket? Why? Who thinks of shit like this? I mean, this would be weird. In its description, oh, Saw 8? Is this in a Saw movie? I've only ever seen Saw 4 or some shit, and I didn't really pay that much attention to it. It was late at night, and I was half asleep. I mean, there was blood. I remember that. A lot of blood, but, I mean, I don't remember this. So your stomach pulled out of your mouth. So, I mean, how would this work? You gotta stick something down your mouth, and you're alive and fully conscious, and they just pull it kind of out of your mouth? That feels like it would suck, and there would be a lot of stomach acid and stuff coming out. Would burn like crazy. Or have your brain pulled out of your eye socket. So, I mean, for that, they'd have to gouge out at least one of your eyes. First, to have, an empty eye socket to pull shit out of. And that would blow. And then to pull your brain out, I mean, I'm not sure that these people do realize there is, like, unless I'm mistaken, there's bone behind our eyes. I'm like 98% sure. Look at a skull. Isn't there bone back there? Maybe? Maybe not. I don't know if I can know. I'm not 100%, but I don't really want either of these. I kind of like my brain. One interesting thing about brains being pulled out, I think, like, I know if they lobotomize you, they would go in, like, where'd they go in? Did they go in your nose? Or just makes, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want either of these, really, but I guess I'd rather have my stomach pulled out. I mean, they can do surgeries to bypass your stomach and you can survive. You can just have a little pouch that stuffs in and not use your stomach, so I guess you could survive that? Maybe? Probably not. You're probably gonna die. But I guess stomach being pulled out of your mouth is less horrific than your brain being pulled out of your eye socket. Because, I mean, I guess your stomach is probably squishy and stuff. They could probably, pull it out all at once and mostly intact. But your brain, it's way too big to fit out your eye socket. They'd have to, like, cut it to pieces. And you would be dead and not in no way conscious for that. But still, I like my brain. I don't want it to be messed around and scrambled. Yeah. Would you rather get $20,000 worth of jewelry or get $10,000 worth of electronics? Now, the easy way would be to say get 20,000 worth of jewelry and then sell it and then get whatever the fuck you want with it. But it says that where you can't see it in the description that you get to pick what you got. What the fuck? You get to pick what you got? Okay, so you get to choose what it is you're getting. And you can't sell either for the cash equivalent. So you can't just sell your jewelry and get 20,000 and then go do whatever. So, I mean, that'd make it pretty easy. I would buy 10 grand in electronics, and most people agree with me. I mean, jewelry is great and all, but, like, the only bit of jewelry I wear is a cross. And not even like a flashy thing, a simple stainless steel cross that's not that big. I don't wear jewelry. It seems kind of pointless to me. Why spend a lot of money on something like that? Just stupid. But $10,000 worth of electronics? That'd be fucking awesome. I would build a fucking amazing gaming computer that could, make a lot better videos. Because, I mean, if I play more real intense games on my computer I use right now, it gets choppy as shit and that blows. I could get something amazing. I could buy a fucking VR set. Because I'd love to get some, like the HT Vive or the Oculus Rift. I see fucking big YouTubers playing those games, and they look fucking amazing. I'd love that. So fuck yeah, electronics. Would you rather be Dr. Zoidberg or be Kif? Well, to start, I've thought that at my job, I kind of am the Dr. Zoidberg. Everybody's just like, hates me. Some, not really, they don't hate me, but for some reason at one point I thought I was Dr. Zoidberg. I remember posting about it on Facebook. I don't know why I did. But okay, so Dr. Zoidberg. Everybody hates him. He's a doctor, but he doesn't know really shit. Kif. He's a lovable loser, kind of like is not very good at anything, but he gets the hot chick who's really rich. So I mean, I go. Most people read Zoidberg, but I mean, come on, Zoidberg doesn't get anything. He literally can't find love on his planet, except it's kind of good because they all die. I'm not gonna bother with any kind of spoiler warning for that because fuck you, that episode probably came out 10 years ago. Fucking watch it. It's on Netflix. Binge this series like I like to do. It's Futurama, by the way, if you're some kind of weirdo that doesn't know that. But yeah, I'd rather be Kif. Kif gets some. Consistently. Would you rather find a book about everything about the past, or find a book about everything about the future? Okay, see, this one, it's a little misleading, and I figure I know which one's going to have more. So here we go. If you find a book about the future, which is what everybody's going to want to go to, yeah, you'll go Back to the Future too. You bet on horse races, like I said, Back to the Future 2, that's how it goes. You bet on, sports teams. You bet on all the stuff that's going to happen. But here's the thing. If it's a book about the future, if it's in this book and it's unchanging, that means the future's unchanging and everything that's going to happen is meant to happen, which maybe is good for you, but might be bad too. And let's say you flip through it and read, I'm going to die on this day. That would suck. And more than likely, the book will change as you change things. So, I mean, yeah, you could just constantly change everything, but it'd be weird, and eventually there comes a thing you just can't change. But if you get a book about everything about the past, okay, you can still get rich. Really, really rich. And what if, by, oh, look, Blackbeard hid a shit ton of gold in fucking Florida somewhere. And so I go and pick up the fucking gold that Blackbeard hid in Florida. Pretty easy. And nothing's going to change because it's the past. It's already happened. But you might change the future. So I'm going with this. I would know all sorts of shit. I could find all sorts of shit, and I could get loaded without knowing too much and changing the future and possibly fucking stuff up. Have you, what is it, like the butterfly effect? Watch that shit. You don't want to fuck with the future and time travel. In fact, there's a lot of fucking movies about time travel. Seriously. Oh, this isn't quite one good enough to end on, but it's close. Would you rather have every sentence end with a racial epithet, so dropping the N word and all sorts of stuff with at the end of every... No, I'm joking. At the end of every sentence. That would pretty well suck. Or have to drop 2 F-bombs in every sentence. I fucking use the fucking F-bomb all the fucking time. What the fuck are you fucking talking about, you fucking fuckwad? I really fucking love to fucking use fuck. Fuck is one of the most fucking versatile fucking words I've ever fucking heard of in the entire fucking English language. So fuck you. Or how about fucking fuck your fucking fuckwad of a mother who fucking fucked a fucker to fucking make fucking you. Dang it, I couldn't quite use every word as fuck, but I came close. That's pretty good. So yeah, I mean, clearly, really, I figured most people would go with that. I like to use the word fuck all the time, so I mean that's really no fucking different for me. Did I use 2 fucks in that fucking sentence? I did right there. Yeah, so that's I don't give any fucks. I'm totally cool with that. I don't think I've been cussing as much in my recent videos as I did in some other ones. But let me play something more rage-inducing, and I'll fucking cuss up a storm in them. Alright, let's find something to end on. Okay, this isn't one to end on. This one's just fucking stupid. Would you rather be a vegetarian and love a meat eater, or be a meat eater and love a vegetarian? I wonder what the fucking person that made this fucking is. See, I'm using the 2 F-bombs. I really wonder what I mean, I don't have to wonder what they are. Clearly this person is a vegetarian, or probably vegetarian because they didn't put vegan. Because, I mean, who the fuck says meat eater? The correct term is omnivore. And, I mean, if it's somebody that just eats meat, they're a carnivore. Somebody that just eats vegetables, you're an herbivore. And if you say meat eater, it kind of implies you're only eating meat. And maybe those are there. There are carnivores out there. I've read about some guy that eats even just fucking all raw meat. But we're omnivores. The human species are fucking omnivores. We're designed, whether you go evolution or go to God, to eat both fucking meat and vegetables. Omnivore. And since I fucking love to eat fucking steak and burgers and hot dogs and chicken and every other one of God's little creatures on this planet, I love to eat them. I wouldn't mind eating meat and loving a vegetarian. I don't care. That just means more meat for me. I don't gotta share my big juicy steaks. Here's another stupid question. Would you rather win the Nobel Peace Prize or find a cure for a terminal disease? I mean, if you find a cure for a terminal disease, you'll probably win a Nobel Prize. I mean, it might not be the Peace Prize, but then again, what's that really worth? They kind of just give it away for nothing. Obama won the fucking Nobel Peace Prize in like 2009, basically for being the first black president of the United States. He hadn't done anything yet at the time they gave him that. I mean, literally nothing. I mean, you could make some kind of case to say he deserves it or whatever. Beyond any politics, nobody can really deny that he hadn't done a fucking thing peace-wise for the world before he got it. So, I mean, they just kind of give away Nobel Peace Prize. But if you find a fucking cure for a terminal disease, so let's say you cure cancer, you're going to get the fucking Nobel Prize. So, it'd be fucking stupid not to pick that. Your stupid question. Added by deleted. Well, fuck you, deleted. Would you rather live with no electronics or live with no friends? Well, this is kind of my life already. I don't have many friends, so I kind of do this already, so stop judging me. Oh, look, here's a good interesting one to end with. And even better, it's one that can make me sound crazy. Would you rather kill someone and have nobody know? Better be careful, y'all. Or not kill someone, but have everyone think you did. Okay, so I assume since it's just everyone thinks you did, that maybe we're not talking criminally here? Because if everyone thinks you did kill someone, then wouldn't the cops be up your ass? But let's even just assume not. So you don't kill someone, everyone around you thinks you're a murderer and ostracizes you and leaves you alone. Or I mean, maybe you like to be left alone, but still just kind of avoids you. It's like, there's a fucking murderer. Fuck that guy. They suck. Or you can kill someone and nobody will ever know. I mean, it's so at that point you have no social stigma to it. And it's like, oh yeah, you killed somebody. But here's the thing. It doesn't say who that somebody is. What if that somebody was al-Baghdadi? If you don't know who al-Baghdadi is, he is the leader of ISIS, and he is the self-declared caliph of the Muslim people. So basically, like, probably currently, you know, most people probably don't know his name, probably should be like one of the most hated people alive right now. Or if you want to go back for somebody whose name you do know, about Osama bin Laden, who I probably kept in as one I did earlier, that I would rather be his parent than Hitler's parent. But let's say it's Osama bin Laden, or fucking Hitler, or just somebody really, really terrible. And nobody's gonna be watching this anyway, probably, but nobody try to say like Donald Trump or something. We're talking people really terrible, like Pol Pot or Stalin. Real cunt nuggets. I mean, some real fuckers. So let's say you get to choose it's somebody really, really, really bad, or even if you can't do something like that, what if it's like the kill someone you do is, I mean, I don't support assisted suicide and euthanasia, but what if it's something like that, or they agreed to it? I don't know, I mean, no, probably not those, but let's just stick with it's somebody really, really bad. It's al-Baghdadi. You kill him, and yeah, nobody knows, you don't get any fanfare or anything like that. But you took out somebody bad and evil and probably saved a lot of lives. So, I mean, that's good. Even if nobody knows, you did something good. And that's, you know, I mean, it doesn't say a, you know, random person or somebody you know or anything. It's just somebody. So, yeah, I'd rather, most people would. I'd rather kill someone who nobody know because you can kill someone that's truly evil. And, I mean, it's really not too horrible then. I mean, I mean, really, killing, no matter how justified it is, I mean, somebody could be attacking you, you know, trying to stab you with a knife and you shoot them and it's still horrible, but I mean, it's justified to an extent. Because, I mean, you're defending yourself, so I mean, you know, still, I go that. But alrighty, y'all, that's going to be the end of this. Jesus, I recorded a long-ass time. No idea how long this video is going to be. I just felt like recording one of these. I decided not to keep putting up the Game of Thrones Telltale thing. I just kind of felt sucky and wanted to record some shit. And I got rid of that because I decided to stop recording those simply because I know there's no chance in hell that I could ever monetize my account with Telltale games. They wouldn't do that, or that my YouTube channel thing, but whatever, fuck it. Alrighty folks, it's going to be the end of this video. Remember to like my videos, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter, all that good shit, and well, deuces y'all.